They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Utah Utes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll... This drive at their own 25. On the ground, it's Lofton. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled.
Makes
small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run this play from the pistol. With the catch, it's Hunter. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To follow suit here. Running to Green. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Racing down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, this receiver has tons of speed, and I love this offensive coordinator getting him involved in the run game. You don't just have to throw him ghosts and post routes. Just let him use that speed and elusiveness out on the perimeter, in the open field. The reverse ends up being an explosive touchdown for the offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse. This offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a...
Oh, he's got some space. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Quarterback adapting. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Briggs. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Utes want to move quickly.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to do it on the ground. Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
First down for the offense.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Try to get it to the edge. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Handoff to the lone back. Shakes off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This is the new wave of offensive thinking, going for it 4th and long from their own 47. Here's the pressure. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right. Got the first down. Looking for more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Keeps looking downfield. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take a... No, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. He throws back to the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out, you see it, keep outside leverage, and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Utes will try to pick it up on 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Utah.
They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Utes have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The screen, he can go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
And that is was a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, better look out. Across the 45. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Utes are on the move. The corners are walked up tight. Slithers into space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Utes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. To the air, it's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown. down, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by game tackling.
And this team needs more of that, man. Right? This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Utes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Utah!
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Moves away as he feels pressure. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the ground, it's Lofton. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. Sweet punt there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running into the open space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. After run, now throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get knocked. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Makes the catch. It's Hunter.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. Across the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Good enough for a first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Utes have it with a 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Bray. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Snares it outside. It's Carr. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Lofts one high and deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Using his feet. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the fourth quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to happen to get back in this ball game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On second and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Wants to go up top. This time on target. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Sam Houston may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Huntsville every time. The Bearcats have been racking up road wins since the Ron Randleman days, and they get another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. So they've put themselves in position to run off the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts, David.
Execute easy plays. Run the football. Make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Miami. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall, you don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. It's reverse. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. That's caught. It's Hodges. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Buys a little time. Throws toward the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Takes the handoff. It's Bray. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. The throw. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. He'll try to take it back. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for two. They'll send the back in motion. Barrels ahead. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. On the run, it's Lofton. Turning it on! With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole play.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. On the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Bailey. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane. They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for two. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Snapped it in the shotgun. They couldn't get it in, and what a heartbreaking way for this one to end in double overtime.